안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to a brand new week on the Culture Wave. I'm Kwon Soo-hwa in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment, K-festivities, K-food, K-everything. And joining me today is our co-host Walter Lee. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Soa, and hello to our viewers at home. Walter Lee here to co-host alongside Soa and to give you the latest in K-Enter news.
And we're also joined by Arirang's culture correspondent Park Konu. Welcome, Konu.
Hello, Konu.
Hi, guys.
What's that?
And also a big hello to our viewers as well. I'm Park Konu, culture correspondent at Arirang News. And I got some interesting news just for you today as well, so please stay tuned.
Right, Konu, as Christmas is just around the corner, the capital Seoul is looking and feeling much more festive these days. Also, we have that Christmas vibe here in the studio as we were, singing some carols before we went on air. But Konu, I'm sure as our culture correspondent, you know the perfect way to enjoy this season.
Yes, speaking of the perfect way to enjoy, it's definitely Christmas carols. So it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Right. And also, as Christmas is just 3 days away, and as we head toward the very end of 2025, Seoul has prepared many enjoyable events to help people unwind and enjoy the season. And I visited two of the city's major events myself just last week. So why don't you all follow me as I invite you to this magical world.
Long lines, but no complaints. Only smiles and anticipation. People patiently wait near Gwanghwamun Square in central Seoul, as if something magical is about to happen. As visitors pass through the entrance, the scene feels like stepping into a Christmas fairy tale.
As soon as the sun goes down, the Christmas market lights turn on. Christmas is nearly here and people are enjoying the Christmas vibe. The most popular spot is this 50-meter landmark Christmas tree where people take nice pictures and make long-lasting memories with their loved ones.
Inside the market, it's bustling with visitors, while hundreds of vendors sell everything from Christmas goods to local handmade items, including Rudolph-shaped candles, colorful wrapping cloths, and traditional lucky pouches. Photo spots are everywhere, like this merry-go-round, which is especially popular with families with children.
It really feels like Christmas and is such a nice experience. There's so much for the kids to enjoy. The merry-go-round, photo spots, and even small things to buy.
An interesting twist for them is that these shops change every week through the end of the month, giving visitors a magical chance to discover something new each time they come.
Winter is usually the off-season here, especially at night. But tourists still need things to see and enjoy after dark. That's why we created this, and we plan to expand it even further.
There are visitors from across the globe, such as European tourists, familiar with traditional Christmas markets back home.
We didn't realize that Christmas was quite so popular here. I certainly wasn't expecting to see a Christmas market. It's absolutely beautiful. The light show was fantastic. Everyone seems really happy.
As night falls, the lights become even more dazzling. And the celebration doesn't stop here. Just a short walk away, Cheonggyecheon Stream is glowing with its light festival, running through early January. The displays are made of Korean traditional paper hanji, featuring illuminated sculptures that blend tradition with modern design. One standout is the Pokemon character Magikarp, as it's gone viral on social media, drawing even more visitors. Together, the Gwanghwamun Market and Cheonggyecheon Light Festival have already attracted around 1.5 million visitors in just over a week. Due to high popularity, operating hours have recently been extended by around an hour, and the Seoul Tourism Organization now aims to welcome 6 million visitors this season. And thanks to all of that, downtown Seoul's winter nights are feeling much warmer, brighter, and just a little more magical than ever before.
Magical indeed. And I'm very surprised by what we've been just watching because, I came from Germany and years ago, when I first came to Korea to live in Korea, it was not like this. I mean, I'm from a country where Christmas markets are really huge, such like in other European countries. So that makes me wonder, Konu, why have Christmas markets become so popular in Korea?
Right, so I witnessed the same thing recently in Korea as Christmas markets have gained global popularity among Koreans, especially recently. And one expert explains what's behind all of this trend.
As cultural globalization grows, more people are becoming familiar with Christmas traditions, boosting the appeal of related events. And today, travel doesn't always mean going far, as everyday spaces can offer new cultural experiences close to home.
But he added that more can be done to make the market more welcoming to a wider audience.
To be more meaningful, markets need to go beyond shopping. Hands-on experiences, like games and food making, can turn visitors into active participants.
And he added that incorporating K-content, such as K-pop themes, could help create a Christmas market experience unique to Korea, especially for visitors from abroad.
And Konu, I also heard that there are other winter events taking place, not just the ones that you mentioned.
Right, so more winter events kicked off last week across the city. At Hangang River Parks, a new snow sled park has opened running through mid-February. Locations include Yeouido in central Seoul and Tuksum in the east part of the city. For details, viewers can check the website now as you see on the screen. And there's also a large Christmas market near Tuksum Hangang Park offering ornament making activities and Christmas choir performances, both on Christmas Eve and also Christmas Day, so don't miss it. And also an outdoor ice rink open at Seoul Plaza is definitely a thing to enjoy as well. With admission costing less than $1, it's an affordable way to enjoy winter, especially if you're a big fan of ice skating. And I also want to recommend the New Year's Eve bell ringing ceremony at Boshingak Pavilion, located in Jongno-gu District, downtown Seoul, where large crowds gather on the last day of each year to wait for the bell ringing 33 times at midnight to welcome the new year.
That really is a highlight at the year end. I think it's really great to have these Western-style Christmas vibes and year-end vibes, plus the really Korean, unique, traditional ways to enjoy this season.
Right.
Well, thank you very much for that wonderful coverage, Konu, and see you next time.
Thank you, Konu.
Thank you very much.
Time now for K-Enter and Walter. We're going to start off on news on a star who's an Übermensch.
Yes, indeed. So G-Dragon dominated this year's Melon Music Awards, sweeping 3 of the 4 grand prizes and taking home a total of 7 awards in total. At the 17th edition of the awards, held Saturday in Seoul and hosted by music platform Melon, GD won Artist of the Year, Kakao Bank Album of the Year, and Best Song of the Year. Now, he also secured Top 10 Millions, Top 10 Best Male Solo, and Best Songwriter, making him the most awarded artist at the 2025 MMAs. Now, released in February, G-Dragon's third full-length album, Übermensch, surpassed 1 million streams within just 4 hours of its release, earning an induction into Melon's Hall of Fame as a Millions album and generating widespread acclaim. The album's standout track, Home Sweet Home, featuring fellow Big Bang members Taeyang and also Daesung, won Best Song of the Year and recorded the highest number of unique listeners on Melon during the first half of the year.
Well, congrats to our friend GD. I mean, friend, as we're just the same age. Yeah. But from one star to another, who are we going to talk about next?
Next, we're going to talk about Mark of NCT, and he has topped Billboard's the 25 best K-pop albums of 2025. Now, that's the staff picks. Now, with his first solo album, The First Fruit. Now, that was released in April. The album claimed the #1 spot on the list announced by Billboard on Thursday last week local time. Billboard praised The First Fruit as a striking body of work that instantly establishes Mark's presence. Now, the album also received additional recognition when its track Plus 82 Preston featuring Haechan was named among Teen Vogue's 15 best K-pop music videos of 2025. Now, The First Fruit features 13 tracks, including the main song, 1999, and it tells a story of a deeply personal relationship that he has formed with 4 cities, including Toronto, his hometown, his first place of immigration, which was New York, Vancouver, where he spent most of his school years, and Seoul, where he realized his dreams as an artist.
1999 is really a catchy song. I love that song.
Yes.
But Walter, lastly, a long-awaited marriage between 2 major Korean actors.
Yes, indeed. Actors Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah have finally married after 10 very strong years together. The couple held a private ceremony on Saturday afternoon in Seoul. The two first met while filming a fashion commercial in 2014 and began publicly dating the following year, maintaining their relationship for a decade. Now, ahead of their wedding, their agency shared that Kim and Shin donated a combined total of 300 million won, which is just over $200,000, to several organizations, including Hallyu Foundation and also Asan Medical Center.
You know, that advertisement that they had when they first met, people said they should have played it at the wedding. Maybe they did, I don't know.
Maybe they did, we don't know.
But thank you very much, Walter, for those updates, and stick around.
Will do.
And now we turn to our AR anchor, Arang, for more on the culture front. Arang?
Hello and welcome to your AI guide to the latest cultural updates from Korea. Here's our top story. Foreign tourists are visiting more destinations across South Korea, with travel to regions outside of Seoul rising noticeably. According to a survey released by the Korea Culture and Tourism Institute on Sunday, the share of foreign tourists visiting Jeju Island has increased steadily this year, reaching 8.9% in the first quarter, 9% in the second quarter, and 10.5% in the third quarter. Compared to last year, the increase in foreign tourists visiting Jeju appears to be due to an increased number of flights to the island and the popularity of the K-drama When Life Gives You Tangerines. Among non-capital regions, an increase in foreign tourists to Gyeongsang provinces is also notable, mostly attributed to the impact of the APEC summit that was held in Gyeongju. The time of the year has come when performance venues are filled with Christmas spirit. A Korean musical adaptation of A Christmas Carol focuses on the background that shapes Scrooge into such a grouchy character. The Seoul Metropolitan Musical Theater's production of the musical will run at the Sejong Center until March 2026. The Nutcracker also returns with versions presented by Korea's 2 major ballet companies. The Korean National Ballet presents the version by renowned Russian choreographer Yuri Grigorovich at the Seoul Arts Center's Opera Theater until December 27th, while Universal Ballet's production, which remains more faithful to the original 1892 Mariinsky Theater premiere, will run at Sejong Center's Grand Theater until December 28th. To celebrate the year's end and welcome in the new year, Ulsan's Ulju County will host the annual Kanjalgot Sunrise Festival. Set to take place at Kanjalgot Park, where the first sunrise of the new year is seen on the Korean peninsula. New Year's Eve events will start at 9:30 p.m. on December 31st, followed by the New Year's Countdown and New Year's Day events, which will begin at 5 a.m. on January 1st. Side events will include sharing rice cake soup or dokguk for the new year, as well as hands-on experience booths offering calligraphy, tarot readings, and keyring making. Anticipating large crowds on the day, Ulju County has established plans to prevent overcrowding, control access to hazardous areas, and respond to emergencies. That's all from me. Stay tuned to the Culture Wave.
Red bean. Within this small crimson green lies a special power passed down through the ages. Korean ancestors believed that dark spirits carried cold energy, while red beans held vibrant energy to fight them off. Like a guardian of fire, Boiling red bean porridge served as a shield against the cold, unknown night. But protection is not its only power. Red beans also signify a vibrant vitality that sparks success, much like a rising fire. That is why red bean rice cakes, 시루떡, are essential when wishing for a prosperous new beginning. Red beans have long been seen as a symbol of a heartfelt prayer for well-being. On children's birthdays, parents would make susupattak, kneading deep love into each round red cake while wishing for health and longevity. Today, all of these red beans' mystical power has evolved into a warm comfort throughout every season. During the cold months, it melts our frozen hearts, and in the scorching summer, it transforms into a sweet, icy breeze that cools us down, warding off bad luck, filling us with good energy, and warming our souls. Why not treat yourself to the cozy comfort of a red bean dish today?
The global love for K-food keeps on growing, with its vibrant colors, unique flavors, and the fun of trying something new. Korean snacks and desserts are winning over fans all around the world. For today's Hallyu People, we meet a U.S. military member of Korean descent who introduces all kinds of Korean treats on his YouTube channel. From honest reaction videos to personal recommendations, Ahn Seung-taek actively connects with global viewers through K-food. Let's connect with him now in San Diego. Hello, Mr. Ahn.
Hello, Mr. Ahn.
Hello, thanks for having me today.
Thank you for joining us on the show. So why don't we start with an introduction of yourself and your content to our viewers?
So my name is Seung-taek Ahn. I'm a U.S. Army recruiter, and I have a YouTube channel named Army Ahn. On my YouTube channel, I share Korean food and culture with my fellow soldiers.
All right, and you've been gaining huge popularity for that content. So do you feel that increase in attention lately? And which of your videos has received the biggest popularity or the highest number of views so far?
Oh yeah, actually I started posting short video about 4 months ago, and it turns out people really like my content. One video that I filmed with my wife Amy. My wife just joined the Navy last year. It actually got over 18 million views, and some other videos got like a couple million views and then 10 million views.
Wow.
Incredible. Did you just say 4 months ago?
Yes.
That's incredible.
80 million views. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. So do you feel since you're able to connect with globally, but mainly with your American audience and with the Korean audience, do you feel there's any noticeable difference between how American viewers and Korean viewers, and, you know, just viewers in general, respond to your Korean food content?
Honestly, I think their responses are pretty similar. Most of my content is about giving American soldiers budak ramen. And it seems like a lot of people just enjoy watching others that struggle eating spicy food.
So it seems that your content was originally for your army friends or the people around you that were like within the military, but then it just skyrocketed and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. Yes. As your content started to increase, which is excellent, of course. And it's fascinating to see the US military member creating content about K culture. Usually it's either a K-pop dancer or a K-pop singer, but not many people are in the military at this point. What inspired you to start this account?
Actually, back in the day, I watched a mukbang video randomly on YouTube, and I was like, hold on, why not introduce Korean foods to my fellow soldiers? And that's basically how I started YouTube.
And you did earlier mention that those videos where your fellow servicemen try bulldang ramen is especially popular. So could you tell us a little bit more about those reactions when they have that spicy food?
Actually, the American people, not everybody, but the most of people is not familiar with the spicy. For me, I love spicy food. That's why I started eating spicy ramen, which is bulldog ramen. And then, yeah, I mean, the American people is not used to eat spicy ramen before. So whenever I introduced my roommate, when I was living in the barracks, I introduced my bulldog ramen to my roommates, and he was like, "Oh, this is delicious." And like a couple of seconds later, and he was like, "Oh, I'm dying," and their reaction was hilarious. So I think that's why I started making contents with my the fellow soldiers.
I see. And among your fellow service members or other local friends in the U.S., which Korean food seemed to be most popular? Were there any dishes that received extra positive reactions, or maybe did you get some hesitant reactions as well?
By far, yeah, it's of course bulldog ramen.
Again?
Yeah, you can find bulldog ramen in almost every market and everywhere, and everybody knows it. And it definitely gets the best reaction with the most hesitation. I think it's because it's too spicy.
I think what they might find interesting is that many people in Korea eat buldak ramen just as a snack compared to where I think other people in other countries who are not used to spicy food see it more of a challenge. I mean, we've seen celebrities also make it, and they're calling it challenges to eat this buldak ramen rather than just eating it normally. But I've got many friends here in Korea who just eat it for lunch. And
what about you, Walter?
Me, definitely no. Definitely no. I love my spicy food, but not to the point where I can't taste anything and I'm crying. But I've tried the sauces, I've tried all the buldak flavors, and none of them seem to be as, they always seem to be too spicy for me. But obviously, being in America, and being a part of K-culture, you've probably seen K-pop Demon Hunters. We have to talk about that if we're talking about K-culture. With recent hits like that, food like kimbap and ramen, I can't say the name of which company, but are there any Korean food items that you haven't featured yet, but you really want to introduce to your channel? Or it doesn't have to be like the snacks, it could be like very Korean style foods.
So I think Korean beef, like Hallyu. I haven't had real Korean beef, which is Hallyu, myself yet. And most American people don't really know about Hallyu. And I think I will make the great contents with it. And of course, it's delicious. I've never had it yet, but.
Yes. And especially because, I mean, Americans are also very proud about their American beef. So it would be also a good idea to maybe see some reactions if they can, actually, if they know which beef is actually Korean beef and which one's American beef. Maybe that could be an idea for your content.
Thank you. Thank you so much for it.
Like a blind test.
Yeah, I think Hallyu needs to become more and more popular, as when we talk about beef, a lot of people think globally about Japanese beef or Wagyu or anything like that. But I do think that Hallyu is on the same scale as Wagyu, and I think it needs to be globalized and recognized as a top beef, because it's been one of the tastiest beefs I've ever eaten, and I'm actually making myself hungry thinking about it and just talking about it too much. But I want to talk about a term a Korean term that has sort of been making the rounds in the US, and that's papdoduk, right? Which literally translates to rice thief. Now, it's a fun phrase that, I hear that some US people are getting used to as well. Number one, is that true that a lot of US, maybe even within your platoon or the soldiers around you, have heard of this? And how do Americans react to those such rice thieves, such as, one of my favorites, soy marinated crab or kanjanggejang?
So actually, you can buy kanjanggejang at Korean markets in the States.
Oh.
But the thing is, honestly, the quality isn't always good. That's why I went to Korea a few months ago, and I had my American friends to try it, and they all loved it. And they even say they understood why Korean people call it rice dish.
All right, and have you noticed any difference between viewers' reactions to your earlier videos versus your recent content? Although, I mean, you didn't even start that long ago, but still, what kind of videos are you planning to focus on in the future? And maybe anything totally new you would like to explore when introducing Korean culture? It doesn't have to be K-food, maybe something totally different?
Actually, I started YouTube back in 2019, and my original video is a long form, which is like landscape video. And I just started the shorts, YouTube shorts, like 4 months ago. So there are a lot of people been asking for longer videos again. So I'm planning to do more family vlogs and try out new Korean foods, maybe, yeah.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of like a reverse trend. Earlier you did start your YouTube channel some years ago, but then because of the short videos now gaining popularity, you're going back to your longer videos. That's really great. And Mr. Ahn, I really feel like that you are in a kind of unique position at the intersection between Americans as well as Koreans, and you're a creator showing all that content to the world. Do you maybe also feel some kind of responsibility with that popularity that you're having right now?
Responsibilities. All I want to do right now within my YouTube channel, I'm from Korea, right? Now I'm becoming a US citizen, but my motherland, Korea, I want like American people and all over the world, people know about Korea, and that they, the Demon Hunter it's become the famous one, and we have soccer player Son Heung-min, right? And then I want to be, if I can, I want to be the one individual who wants to promoting the Korea and make Korea and United States wealthy and healthy relationship, and that's my ultimate goal as far as right now.
That's great. Thank you very much, Mr. Ahn, for sharing your story with us today. And we really look forward to your future content. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Ahn.
Thanks for having me today. Thank you.
And thank you, Walter, as always. So we're going to see you back here soon.
I'll see you very soon.
Thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave for your daily dose of K-culture issues.